Welcome to Two Crazy Scoops, the coffee special, with your hosts, Ao and Antino. This is going to be our new weekly episode where we discuss topics in about 15 minutes or so. We're going to be a little more in depth with them, not just the random ramblings that you're quite commonly used to. So, we hope you enjoy. That intro music was a lot longer than I anticipated. So we're gonna shorten that for the upcoming episodes.
You know, we should actually do a poll on Instagram.
No, so you got like 7 people following us.
But
on
I wanted to
Instagram.
hear those 7 people's opinion.
It's like it's gonna be empty, and then we're gonna be like, "This is embarrassing. We need to."
I won't be embarrassed.
I'm gonna create a couple fake accounts on Instagram and just say all these good things about us. So yeah. Oh,
go ahead.
Me and Aaron, since it's such a popular podcast, we thought that we might start doing these extra little episodes in between us having guests, which has been pretty awesome. I've really enjoyed the stories we've had so far. Looking forward to the future, especially this Monday when we have Tyson Torres. We're going to talk about, again, Star Wars, but this is actually coming from the perspective of somebody who is very knowledgeable about the subject, whereas me and Aaron are just common bystanders.
No, you're right. Yeah. I guess you could say typical non-hardcore fans.
Yeah. Just enjoy it. So this week we were going to talk a little bit about, we were both very passionate about the area that we live in, especially Aaron. You can't just get him to stop talking about Tucson, Arizona.
I love it. Tucson is amazing.
So one of the things we want to talk about this area that we found very enjoyable is bike riding. You have a lot of bicycle paths. What is going? Oh no, I'm getting it. Okay. Whew. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just unplugged my phone. Actually, you know what? I can actually turn the volume down on this thing. Okay. As you can tell, we're still getting used to this whole. There we go.
Technical difficulties. Anyway, so we have a couple of different topics we're going to be doing on these shorter 15-minute segments. But bike riding, I think, is today, but we're going to also talk about racquetball, volleyball. We're going to talk about music, digital versus physical. We're going to talk about the different things that people post and kind of like where we feel on that topic.
Yes.
Or how we feel about it, I should say. And then one of my favorites is going to be coming up is funny lawsuits.
Yes.
I have a list of quite a few that are hilarious things that people actually sued for and won. So, yeah, those are going to be some of our 15-minute topics coming up. If you have anything that you want to talk about or want us to talk about, please post it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
We will be reading it.
Yes, we're very...
by we, I mean Antino. We'll be reading it.
Yes, I'll be like, oh, cool. Now we get to talk about Cats the film this week. So, Aaron, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, it's beautiful. I loved it.
Oh,
every second.
Anyways. So, this week we're going to talk about the bike pass in Tucson. Actually, I guess in March 17th of 2018 was the completion of the loop that's now called the Huckleberry Loop. And so that was kind of a big deal for Tucson because now you can ride 131 miles all around the city and beyond. So I personally have always enjoyed riding my bike. When I was younger, we used to ride from my house to Swan National Monument, which is on the east side. And occasionally we would also just park there and ride the whole 8-mile loop, which is actually very, very difficult because I think about 2 miles of it is straight uphill. So you get to learn how to use your gears pretty quickly if you don't know how to do that already. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we were going to talk about some of our crazy bicycling experiences, which I did not realize. But I guess if you get into anything that anybody is passionate about, you will be shamed at one point. Thankfully, I don't know too many people that are super into Star Wars. Otherwise, listening to our podcast, they may be like, you don't know what you're talking about. This is like either the best films to be made or we don't even talk about those films because they do not exist.
Right, exactly.
So there's a biking culture that I'm not sure if you are personally aware of. that is kind of like that, you know. I showed up one time to go ride with some people, and I was wearing jeans, and I have like a bike. I don't know. To me, it was just fun, but some people are very serious about it.
Yeah. So I think I. Yeah, I'm not a. I'm not as hardcore as a lot of the bike riders here. I don't wear jeans though.
Oh, okay.
I know at least that much. But no,
Well, Aaron just doesn't wear pants on a regular basis.
of course
So.
not. No, it's overrated. No, I did. I have my bike is a Giant. I have a Giant bike. That's the brand for anyone who doesn't know
Okay.
bikes. And it's just a typical hybrid. It's not a mountain bike. It's not a regular street bike or road bike. It's it's in between. So the tires are not the little skinny thin tires. Anyone who knows anything about bikes listening to this are going to be like, "What the heck is he talking about?" But they know. Most people know. It's not the really skinny tires. It's not the fat mountain bike tires either. It's in the middle. So it's a typical road bike. It costs me somewhere between $200 and $300. Not very expensive. Brand new. It has a kickstand. Some people will laugh at that, but whatever. And it's just a basic bicycle. It's good for going, commuting. It's like a little commuter bike.
Yeah.
Not little, but it's a commuter bike. Now, the people who I went biking with, they have and I don't know what the correct term is, but they have the other bikes.
They're like, oh my goodness.
The
This whole
bikes
time
with the
preparing,
curved,
I can't remember.
they have, I can't think of what
It's
they're
a
called.
road bike,
It's a road bike,
but
yeah.
there's like a it's not carbon fiber.
Well, yeah, well,
The framing is.
Yeah, so the frames on their bikes are very, very light. And mine is, again, it's somewhere in the middle. It's not quite light, but it's not as light as theirs. And on those bikes, you can fly effortlessly. Whereas with mine, I have to work twice as hard to go the same speed as them. So long story short, when we went biking, I was getting left in the dust all the time. And they would have to stop and wait for me. And it's not that they're in better shape, because they weren't. But no, I'm just saying. But
Sounds like a sore loser, Aaron. You're like, and they're terrible people.
they're horrible people. And, no, but it's just that
And they're not good at math either.
they had really good bikes. And so we went on this 30-mile bike ride. I think it was 30. Didn't I show you?
Yeah, you said, well, it was 32. So
It was 32 miles. And like I said, I had to keep stopping. They had to keep waiting for me. I was able to be consistent. I didn't completely stop, at least on that trip, because there wasn't too many hills on that particular one. But yeah, it was pretty tough to keep up with people with the right bike. So really, you do need to have a good bike. Plus, they had the pedals. So I have the regular pedals that you just get on them and start riding, right? Well, they have the ones where you have your shoes and they clip in to. So that's another thing. So the momentum. So it's a constant momentum. Whereas with me and my bike, you only get power when you're going down. Not when you're coming
so the
up.
power's when you're pulling up also.
Yeah, when you have those clips that clip
I
into
did
the
not know
pedals,
that,
you get
actually.
power consistently. And so that's another reason why they were killing me.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, if you want to go on those long rides with other people, you need to have the right equipment, which includes having a good bike.
And wearing those skinny pants.
Wearing those skinny pants. I don't really see the benefit of those. I just wore regular gym shorts, but
Yeah.
some people swear by it. Oh, and you also have to replace the bicycle seat, because the one that comes with it is like this little skinny little pole almost, and I'm like, who can sit on that? And so I had to go get a special. It's not special, but I went and got an extra one, like a different one, and just fitted it to the bike so that you a little bit more comfortable. So
Yeah, I kind of had a similar experience. I went with some people from Irvington, and they were heading up north. Turns out we rode our bikes to Marana. I didn't know we were going to be going that far.
how far is Marana from
It's
Tucson?
about 25 miles. So I got there, and I was like, that was pretty much as I could bike. At that point, I was like, well, maybe someone will come pick me up or something. And they were like, okay, let's head back. And I was like, okay. And that's like just right off the bat, my legs were just shot. And was just riding. And eventually, I don't know, it was just a sad ordeal that I was in. My legs were killing me at the end. reminded me of when I was a kid and we used to ride with my friend's dad, and he would pull me along up hills and stuff because I couldn't like make it up. And that's pretty much what the guy I was biking with was doing. He's like, okay, let's stop at a Circle K. You can get some Advil and a power drink, and let's just hope that you can make it back.
Right.
And after that, like I just stopped biking in general. I've been trying to get into it again though. From the area that I live, there's a good bike path that you can take down through the university. Mm-hmm. You can ride down to 4th, go to some coffee shops and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
So that's the one thing I have enjoyed. You can get to A Mountain pretty easily too. Mm-hmm. That's what was a goal of mine for a little bit, was riding up the hill.
Hey, I just thought about it. We should do that trip because neither one of us are bikers.
Oh, gosh.
We would be perfect.
I got up the hill in A Mountain, but I had to do it like at 4 or 5 in the morning. I think I woke up.
That's cool. We should plan this.
I hate waking up at 5 in the morning.
Okay, we don't have to get up that early. We can do 6.
6 in the morning.
Yeah, and I can actually fit my bike in the car that I have now. Before I couldn't have to take it apart.
Okay.
So, yeah, we should do that.
Oh, great.
And we'll record it and we'll put it on our Instagram.
No.
Oh, it'll be great. Yeah.
Well, then we'll get some of our viewers to go with us then. We'll get Danny or something.
Perfect. And that'll be our podcast.
Hey guys, so we're 2 minutes into the ride right now, and
we are dying. I'm dehydrated. I have no water left.
Yeah.
No, that would be pretty cool though.
Yeah, I guess if that sounds fun to you, we can try.
Well, I'm looking at that bike that you have here, and it's not being used.
No, it is being used. Like I said, I've been trying to get back into riding, but what I've realized is that I need to pace myself. I need to take some time to train.
But you've been doing that.
Eat the right foods. Get some bananas.
Bananas?
Yeah, the potassium helps. I don't know what it helps with, but it's supposed to give you some extra energy.
Oh, okay.
So,
well,
yeah.
hey.
Booyah. This is now a health podcast.
Exactly.
Eat your bananas.
Yes.
Go bike riding. Regret all your decisions in life.
Bananas cure cancer, actually.
You have it here. So, yeah. So, yeah, we would also encourage anybody who's trying to get back on their bike to go. I think there's some good maps online that you can find, bike routes. Even something I found helpful is when I'm trying to find an area to go to, I go onto Google Maps, and there is a section there where you can click on biking. And it gives you, well, mine's not loading right now, but it gives you some good ideas of good bike paths that you can take.
So that's good for people who, no matter where they live, because Tucson is a very bike friendly city.
Yeah.
And when I say bike friendly, I mean there's bike paths. It doesn't mean you won't get hit.
Oh no, you'll still get hit.
You'll still get ran over occasionally, but of the people who get hit, most of them don't die. So it's not.
Is that even a true statistic?
It is.
No, it isn't.
It is. Most people who get hit don't die from the hit.
That sounds made up.
No, it's not. It's not.
You can lie about the bananas, Aaron.
I'm talking about in Tucson. I'm not talking about countrywide.
Oh, in the world.
I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about in Tucson.
Well, there's been some pretty serious.
I know, but the serious ones make the news if someone gets seriously injured or gets killed.
Don't you see all those like white bikes that they have plastered around Arizona or Tucson?
What about them?
Those bikes are like where people died on a bike.
I didn't say it doesn't happen. I'm just saying when it does.
When it does, we'll make a nice little monument for you. We're actually selling them.
Okay. Anyway, we got off on a tangent.
Okay.
What I was trying to say is that Tucson is a bike-friendly place as far as the
and
fact
you won't
that
die on a bike, so yes.
You probably won't, because there are bike lanes everywhere and there's bike paths. That's the point we're talking about. There's paths that no cars can actually be on.
Yeah.
So if you're not from Tucson but you're listening, you're kind of figuring out like, what are they talking about? The bike paths, all of them are not actually on the road.
The whole loop is its own.
The loop is its own thing. Mm-hmm. Only bikers and unfortunately walkers too. I know, right? Have you ever tried?
That's why you get a little bell, cling, 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 on your left, on your left.
I hate that.
But I pulled up the map right here, so it says it's 47 minutes from my house, and it actually does give you a map of the elevation. So starting from here, you would go downhill, and then you'd go up 2,769 feet.
No, you would go up 1,500 feet.
Oh.
1,600 feet, roughly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, if you pull it up on Google Maps, the area where you're at, you can actually look at the elevation, which is pretty cool. So this is cool for no matter where you live, even if you're not in Tucson.
Yeah.
This is a pretty cool Google feature.
Yep. So it's pretty much going to be our weekend I guess we're going to try to post these on Sunday.
Okay.
It's going to be our podcast, and if you can just wait 1 second.
And by the way, feel free, if you have any bike stories that you want to share, feel free to post them on our Instagram. It's 2 Crazy Scoops on Instagram. Go ahead and throw in some, if you have any comments, questions,
concerns. If you yourself have died in a biking accident, please prove Aaron wrong.
Please post on Instagram, and we'll have you over and tell us what happened.
Oh, man. So this has been 2 Crazy Scoops Podcast, the coffee break episodes with your hosts, Ao and Antino. Next week, it looks like we're going to be talking about racquetball, our crazy experiences with that, and a little bit of information about the sport, how it's played, where it came from, why people are still getting hit today. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.